The Rams return to the Dome for another Appalachian Athletic Conference matchup to take on the Bryan College Lions here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Well, everybody, Bailey Engel here. Glad to have you with us in another important game for the Bluefield College Rams, coming off of 2 straight losses. Most recently, a surprising deficit of 15 points, the loss to Montreat down in North Carolina. The Rams lost 67-52, and it doesn't get any easier with Bryan College weighing in at 15-5, 9-3 in the AAC. This is a team that is tough to beat for sure. Bryan College actually beat Bluefield back in November 69-57, and to go back actually at 12-2 in the AAC. This Bryan College team number 24 in the country. So the Rams really need everyone to step up and get those shooting woes out of the way. Montreat, a team that really held Bluefield to some ugly shots, only shot 30% from the field and 23% from beyond the arc, leading the way for Bluefield in that last game. Hannah Preservati with Emily Hart, the only 2 players in double figures with 15 and 10 respectively. Danae Cox a little bit cold in that last game against Montreat. Will she be able to battle against Carly Combs, the guard for Bryan College, leading the way? The freshman averaging right around 15.8 points per game. And the last time she played Bluefield, racked up 22 in the win in Dayton, Tennessee. For Bryan College, they send out Carly Combs, Deandra Luna, Kanisha Love, Amber Levi, and Tanisha Allison, while Bluefield sends out Hart, Bell Lanier, Danae Cox, Hannah Preservati, as well as Autumn Hash. So in the middle, it will be Kiera Bell Lanier and Tanisha Allison, Bluefield wearing the white, and Bryan College in the red, going with the black as well. In the air, Bell Lanier swats it over to Hannah Preservati, and we are underway. Well, the Rams coming into this one at 10-9, 7-7, like we said, losers of 2 in a row last time they played here at the Dome. They lost by 3 to Point University as the layup is missed, but Bell Lanier fights for the rebound. Hannah Preservati swings out right. Danae Cox. Oh, Corey Mullins in his 4th year at Bluefield, hoping his team can keep up that defensive pressure, but still find ways to find open shots. Preservati feeds Hash, launches a 3, nothing but net to start the game. 3-0 as the senior, not really a natural 3-point shooter, but still getting it done. Meanwhile, on the other end, Deandra Luna misses the rebound corralled, or misses the layup, rebound corralled by Danae Cox. Layup missed by Emily Hart on the right side, and it's pulled in by Amber Levi. Running the point, it will be Deandra Luna, the freshman from Sparta, Tennessee. Feeds right Smith. Danae Cox on the defense as Bluefield sets up in his own. Bell Lanier going to step up on the right wing as well for Luna. Starts to veer right. Lob down low. Layup missed for Tanisha Allison. Rebound snatched by Emily Hart as Bluefield goes right to left. Zips into Danae Cox. Her 3, nothing but net. Bluefield with a pair of trays to open this up. It is 6-0. 8:37 remaining first quarter, and already 100% from beyond the arc. Couldn't say that a couple of nights ago when Bluefield really struggled to get anything from the perimeter against Montreat. Here's Carly Smith shuffling into the left wing with a shoulder-high dribble. Pass over to Smith again. Pump fake, enters the painted area, scoops with the right hand, and misses the layup. A rebound going the other way for Hannah Preservati. Starts to push it out left over to Emily Hart. Hart underhands back to Preservati. Bluefield already leading 6-0 over Bryan College, a team that has won 6 in a row. Bell Lanier storms in the lane, pops from the left elbow, back iron, rolls around and missed as that ball almost pinballed in through the nylon. Still a rebound under the basket by Amber Levi. And that ball punched away by Emily Hart. 3, no good from the right wing for Levi, and a whistle for Emily Hart after the shot. It is going to be on the shot, actually. Emily Hart, or rather they were lining up for the free throw. It was after the shot was missed by Amber Levi, so it will be an inbounds for Bryan. Oh, Bluefield was actually lining up in the lane, but now it'll just be the first team foul. Emily Hart getting the first one in the game. 7:38 remaining first quarter, 6-0 Rams. Handoff Levi, overhead pass Allison, top of the key. Bluefield still in that zone defense. Now on the right side, it is Kenesha Love. Spinning in the lane. Carly Smith zips out right wing over to Luna. Luna starts to veer right, top of the key. 7 to shoot. Smith for the tray. Yes. Cuts the lead in half. It is now 6-3. Bryan down by just 3 points. Nothing but triples in this one as Preservati lobs into the right block for Bell Lanier. Zips top of the key, Emily Hart. A chest pass to Preservati as Bluefield's point guard angles over to Danae Cox. Zigzags in the lane, finds Bell Lanier. Bluefield still looking for that open triple. 9 to shoot. Preservati spins through the double team. Bounce pass, Hart into the lane she goes. Feeds Preservati. 3 from the right wing. Good! Bluefield a perfect 3 of 3 from beyond the arc in this game. It is now 9-3. 100% from the perimeter. We haven't seen that. Bounce into the left elbow. Feed back top of the key. Now a 3 just too far left from Amber Levi. Easy rebound for Hannah Preservati. Rams going right to left. Danae Cox, Hannah Preservati, as well as Autumn Hash, all hitting trays. Bell Lanier working her way for a layup. She missed. Got the offensive board. Kick out Preservati. The triple. No good from the top of the key. So now Bluefield not 100% from beyond the arc, but still leading 9-3 with nearly 4 minutes elapsed here. 6:04 remaining first quarter. Cross-court lob over to Love. Lob down low. Rather, that's Love, and the rebound, or rather the assist was on Tanisha Allison. The pass almost picked away by Kiera Bell Lanier. Now in the corner, here's Love. Back up top to Levi, shuffling down the lane. Prayer of a layup, missed, but she's fouled on the left block. That's Emily Hart's second foul and a second team foul. 9-3 Rams lead, 5:46 remaining first quarter. Or rather, that's going to be the first foul on Kiera Bell Lanier. So the second team foul, Bell Lanier and Emily Hart both with fouls as Amber Levi steps up to the charity stripe and misses the first shot. Now to bring in Haley Turman to relieve Autumn Hash. So Turman, a little bit more youth, the sophomore from Laurel's Fork, Virginia. Now Levi, the Dayton, Tennessee native. Second shot, good. It's actually playing in her hometown of Dayton, Tennessee, as the score is now 9-4. Preservati feeds Cox right wing, starts to shuffle up. Now storming down the lane, Euro step, and the layup perfectly falls off the glass. 11-4. That offense, you got to wonder where has it been for Bluefield. On the other end, DeAndra Luna powers her way for a kiss off the glass on the right block. Now 11-6, Rams lead by 5. Here's Danae Cox starting to step back and shuffles down the baseline. Her pass punched out of bounds by Kenesha Love. It looked like Danae Cox was trying to feed out to Haley Turman. Now the inbounds pass into Kiera Bell Lanier, the Richmond, Virginia native. Bluefield leading by 5. They've already hit 3 3-pointers in this contest. Cross-court lob, Emily Hart steps into a long 2, swish. With 5:03 remaining, Bluefield leads 13-6 in the first quarter. Other end, Luna steps into a triple, misses, rebound, snatched out of the air by Danae Cox on the left block. Hip high dribble, cross court over to Hannah Preservati, angling into the painted area, feeds Turman, right corner 3. Air ball, loose ball, and a rebound for Luna. Now here comes Bryan in transition, going left to right. Zips in the left wing for Carly Smith. Her 3, yes. 13-9, a 4-point lead and a whistle. Referee's trying to see what happens here. Wants to call a foul. And now they will call a foul on Amber Levi. She'll come out. A late whistle. Meanwhile, Tiana Crockett into the game, the freshman. Hannah Preservati will take the ball up as Adrian Goodlett sets up in the near corner. Going right to left, Bluefield already leading by 4. This is the offense that Corey Mullins wants to see. Hard head fake. Danae Cox, way to go. Down the left baseline, and a timeout called by the head coach of Bryan, Jason Smith. First break here, 15-9. Bluefield leads by 6 over Bryan College. Out of the short timeout, Jason Smith's Bryan College Lions will go left to right. Bluefield leading 15-9 with a little over 4 minutes left to go in the first period. Rams have already hit 3 3-pointers as now a new Lion comes in, Shayla Luty. She Euro steps in the lane and gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots. And that is the first foul on the senior from New Kent, Virginia, Adrian Goodlett, and the team third. No fouls yet for Bryan. I'll stop the clock at 3:59. Here's Shayla Luty. Her first shot from the stripe rattles through after hitting the front end of the tin to give Bryan their double-digit point at 15-10. Well, Luty averaging right around 8.7 points per game, always comes off the bench. Shoots her second. That ball swirled around the cup, tipped in the air, and rebounded by Sarah Kane. Bounced into Shayla Luty, scoops with the right hand and misses the layup. Preservati outlets on the other end of the floor to Danae Cox, and the pass punched out of bounds by Kenesha Love. So Bluefield will have an inbounds opportunity on the far end of the floor. Dana Crockett, the freshman, will step in. Now, if the Rams can get Crockett back into some sort of offensive confidence, Bluefield will be better off as Danae Cox, or rather that's Adrian Goodlett, just getting hacked as she went down the baseline. There's the first foul of the night for Bryan. It's going to be on Sarah Kane, and a Preservati will inbound for Bluefield. Just chucks it out, right wing, Danae Cox. 3:40 remaining. Cox already has a 3. Here's Crockett at the top of the key. Head fake, her pass tipped in the air as Bryan College zone defense is starting to kick up a notch. Ball goes out of bounds. Bluefield will have another inbounds opportunity with 3:36 remaining in the first quarter. Easy feed to Hannah Preservati, just playing about 15 miles away from her home. And a charge drawn as Preservati entered the paint. Swung it out wide to Adrian Goodlett in the corner, but in the process knocked down Sarah Kane. So there's the first foul for Hannah Preservati, and a turnover here as the shot clock needs to be reset, and it will. So 3:25 remaining in the first quarter. Top of the key, Carly Smith already has a couple of threes in this one. Smith, another triple from the left wing. Too hard, bouncing into the hands of Danae Cox on the left block. Cox will shuffle the ball across the timeline, feed over to Hannah Preservati. Bluefield feeling it confidently. Step back 3 for Danae Cox. Air ball left wing, and it will bounce out of bounds. Bluefield with a turnover. Still, though, for Bluefield, they're taking the shots. They're going to fall at least at some point. Montreat, you could see where the Rams just took a ton, but you want to still see that confidence out of your team. But still, for Bluefield, has to get it done on the defensive end. Into the game now, a new point guard, Tristan McKellen. Storming in the lane, Carly Smith, top of the key, Kenesha Love. Zip down low to McKellen, shuffling down the baseline, reverse layup, off the glass and through the nylon. Bryan College has now fought back and made it 15-12. 2:38 remaining first quarter. Shekinah Huggins in for the first time in this game. Huggins, the point guard, chest pass left wing over to Tiana Crockett. Knee-high dribble on the other side to Shekinah Huggins. Feed into Adrian Goodlett. Lost the ball. Tipped towards midcourt and picked away. Here comes Luty into the lane. Euro step on the left block. Ugly layup tipped out of bounds. And Bluefield caught a break. Still leading 15-12 as the buzzer sounds at 2:18 to bring in Autumn Hash. So now the senior comes in to relieve Haley Turman. Of course, Hash coming out of Caldwell Community College in North Carolina, but also grew up in Tazewell, Virginia. 15-12. Danae Cox thought about a 3, but underhands it over to Huggins. Zigzagging in the lane. Scoops with a left hand and fouled as the layup just went straight up in the air. But Huggins will go to the charity stripe with her team leading 15-12. Some fans starting to pile in here into the dome. And Mike White trying to stress if a lot more students come to the game after hearing how loud it was at Montreat the other night. As Huggins hits the first free throw, the senior from Newport News, Virginia. Makes it 16-12, and Bluefield is back up by 2 possessions. Crockett out of the game, and Emily Hart will come back in for the guard. Right through the hands, shoots, and Huggins rattles the second free throw in. As she hits them both, 17-12, Bluefield leads. Bryan going with Tristan McKellen, open lane, feeds left side. Levi for 3, good. Oh, Amber Levi getting it done from beyond the arc. The junior nails it from the corner. 17-15 now the score. Rams lead by 2. Huggins into the lane, one-arm pass over to Autumn Hash. Puts it on the deck, cross-court lob. Hash over to Emily Hart, misses the two from the right baseline as she hit the ground, wrestling for the rebound with Ludi. Over to Levi now, feeds top of the key to McKellen, the quick point guard. Head fake, bounce top over to Tanisha Allison. Allison feeds down low, the layup no good for Sarah Kane, but Autumn Hash was draped over her back on the rebounding effort. So that's her first foul and a team's fifth. So once again, Deandra Luna going to the line for Bryan College. Oh, Bluefield, losers of two in a row. This could be a real confidence boost to try to take down the number one team in the AAC at home. And this team headed by Jason Smith goes to the NAIA tournament for the past 2 years. So if Bluefield can get that defensive pressure going and then that builds some sort of offensive confidence, it will be tough for Bryan to come into the Dome and get a win. But now Sarah Kane's turn, the guard at 5'9", shooting and scoring on the first of the free throws. So now 17-16. Rams lead by just one. Kane trying to tie it, bends the knees, arcs, and scores. Tie ball game at 17-17. Rams led this one 11-4 at one point, but now tied up. 1:18 remaining first quarter. Huggins taking the ball across midcourt and feeds over to Danae Cox. Oh, Cox back up top to Autumn Hash. Bluefield hitting 3 3-pointers in this one. Now just a little bit cold in the past 2 minutes. Danae Cox on the right wing, off the screen from Goodlet, shuffles left. Now pops a long two with contact, and she's fouled. So that's a foul going to be called on Sarah Kane. And that's just the third team foul on Bryan. So it is not a shooting foul. Bluefield will have to pass this one inbounds from the right side of the basket. A flat minute left. It's 17-17 in the first quarter. And it originally looked like that Autumn Hash may have plugged Danae Cox into the hard court, but instead White will be charged with the third team foul. Under a minute left to go. Huggins at the top of the key, starts to go down, lobs it out left wing over to Danae Cox. Cox passes right, Bluefield working the ball around the perimeter. Goodlet arcs a long two and hits it with her feet on the line from the right corner. 19-17, Rams lead by 2, 40 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Loose ball on the other end and just a foul right before Bluefield could use Huggins to take the ball on the other end of the floor. That's a foul on Danae Cox. Who's in women's basketball, all it takes to get to the bonus is 5 fouls. So Danae Cox with her first, and 2 shots for Ludi. That first one clonks through the tin and falls through the net. 19-18. Rams still leading by 1. Ludi trying to tie it up. Second shot rims through. 19-19, a tie ball game once again. 37 seconds left to go before the second quarter. Huggins jogging across midcourt right on that Rams logo. Almost walked an errant pass to Adrian Goodlet. Still corralled by the senior. Here's Autumn Hash, the forward. Zips it back out to her point guard. The shot clock starting to dial down. Emily Hart with it. Had nowhere to go. Feeds Cox, stepping on the left side. Back to Hart from the right elbow. Back iron, rattling around. No good. Bluefield hoping for a prayer there as the rebound is snatched by Luna right in front of the Bluefield bench. Underhands McKellen, launches a three from the right wing. Missed, and a rebound for Emily Hart. 2 seconds remain. Hart just shuffling right under the Bluefield basket, and the buzzer will sound. Got a good ball game here at the Dome. 19-19 the score as Bluefield tries to knock off the number 24 team in the country here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Danae Cox leading the way for Bluefield with 7 points as they are tied up 19-19 with the Bryan College Lions. Lions in the black and the red going left to right. Tristan McKellen feeds on the left side over to Carly Smith, the points leader for the Lions. Stepping into the lane and blocked. Tanisha Allison trying to Euro step her way to the 10, and Autumn Hash just punched that ball out of bounds on the left block. Well, that'll lapse 15 seconds off of the shot clock. An inbounds pass to be made by Deandra Luna on the left block. Pressure by Hannah Preserbati. Bounces into McKellen, puts it on the deck. Hook shot with the left hand. Did it backwards and somehow found it to fall. 21-19. Bryan up for the first time in this game. 9:30 left to go in the second quarter as Crockett is back out there for Bluefield. Hannah Preserbati zigzagging her way in the paint. Feeds Hash, left corner three. Misses, and the ball corralled on the other side by Amber Levi. Well, Bluefield can't get in those droughts like they did against Montreat. Levi for three, hits it from the moon from the top of the key. Largest lead for Bryan at 5 points. It's 24-19, and the Rams can't get frustrated, but they still can't let Bryan get it open for those big shots. Preservati lofted pass over to Emily Hart. Storms in the lane. Swings out Goodlet. Right corner three. Yes! For three of the game for Bluefield as Adrian Goodlet gets Bluefield back within three. They're only going to call it a 2 on that one as it is 24-21. Basket falls on the other end for Bryan, and now it is 26-21. So the Rams down by just 5. Emily Hart in the left wing, a pump fake, dribbles into the lane, swings out right. Tiana Crockett now storms in the painted area, feeds it over to Autumn Hash, but before that, Crockett charged with a charge. It was Tanisha Allison went down in the paint. 8:24 remaining in the first half as Bluefield hopes for another chance to try to get back into this one. Down by 5. Bryan's defense starting to bait Bluefield into those charges, and they're finding the open looks that they really want to. Got to remember that these Lions have great guards. Going the other way, Luna, the floater in the paint, won't go to the line anyway as she stormed right over Emily Hart. So the Rams using a taste of their own medicine for the Bryan College Lions. They're going to get back into the game as it's the first team foul of the second quarter and the first foul for Luna in the game. Both teams with one foul. Here, Belle Lanier on the right block looking for an inbounds pass, but as the buzzer sounds, Bluefield not going with any substitutes. Actually, rather, Belle Lanier came in for Adrian Goodlet. Here's Hannah Preservati from the top of the arc, passes right wing. Emily Hart's pass picked away, going the other way. Here's Allison. Bounce pass on the right block to McKellen, puts it on the deck and swings it out wide to Levi, towing down the baseline. Her pass intended for Kanisha Love, finally corralled near the logo as it looked like Hannah Preservati almost had the steal. 26-21, the lead 5 for Bryan College. Bluefield on hard zone defense, stepping back, feeding up top of the key over to Luna, going down the right side of the paint, somehow banging a layup to go with the right hand. 28-21, lead is 7 for Bryan College. Well, Bluefield College on the other end, looking for an open shot. Emily Hart chest pass over to Belle Lanier. Underhands Preservati, launches a three, left corner and a miss, but Belle Lanier able to get it back on an offensive board. Rams starting out a new offense on the left wing for Hannah Preservati as she jogs top of the key. Chest pass on the right wing to Belle Lanier, storming the lane, kicked the ball away. Wrestling for it is Allison, got it back. Bluefield, though, got it on the other end as Allison tried to pass it back to her guards. Autumn Hash pounced on it for another point, 28-23, and really can't catch your breath as Tristan McKellen scores another layup on the left block for Bryan in transition. 7-point lead again. It is 30-23. Timeout Corey Mullins with 6:50 remaining in the first half. Back here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, 30-23. They are down by 7 against the #1 team in the AAC. Emily Hart with a hard head fake, missed the layup, fought for her own rebound, and tipped it out of bounds as she was trying to corral it back in for a Bluefield offensive chance. So Bryan gets it right back out of the Bluefield timeout, and Deandra Luna will take the ball across. Tough game in the second quarter for the Rams after hitting threes started out. Danae Cox still leads the way for Bluefield. Long three on the left wing for Levi, tipped out of bounds after the offensive rebound by Hannah Preservati. So Bryan will have another chance here. The ball did not hit the rim, so there is not a chance to reset the shot clock. 8 points for Tristan McKellen coming off the bench. She will inbound from the left block. Bounce over to Keisha Love. Pass intended for Allison. Picked away. Finally by Danae Cox. Pinballing around. Another steal. Tristan McKellen going 2 on 3. She'll put it back out to Luna. Levi from the right wing. Front rim bouncing out of the arms. Allison went down with the rebound. It won it back to Keisha Love. Bryan really winning on the rebounding efforts. As it looks like Luna will lob it down low. Here's another chance for Allison. Hook shot with the right hand. Blocked going under the basket after picking it up. And then Danae Cox couldn't snatch it away. So another chance for Bryan College on the left block. Just so scrappy with their chances to get offensive board. And McKellen with a bounce pass in. She stepped out of bounds after Allison fed it right back to her. 30-23 the score. Carly Smith checking back in for Amber Levi. Carly Combs getting the start with 6 points. Pass in the left corner. Danae Cox arcs a tray and hits it. Hannah Preservati will get the assist there, but now Bluefield back within 5 rather. 30-25 the score. On the left wing, back top of the key, over to Tristan McKellen. Hard head fake, step back, triple, blocked in the air by Bellinier under the basket and caught by Adrian Goodlett. Bluefield down by 5, that is 30-25. Adrian Goodlett passed on the right side over to Danae Cox, and she tracked that right foot with a travel. 5:10 remaining in the second quarter. Rams trail by 5. Bryan College starting to pick it up and really getting it done on the offensive boards. They lead Bluefield in the rebounding category, 10-6. Bounce top of the key over to Kenesha Love, the forward for Bryan, as she feeds over to Allison on the left wing. Dish down low to Shayla Ludy, and she clonks it in off the left block. 32-25, the lead back to 7. Outlet pass to Emily Hart, steps into a 2 and drains it from the right side. So after the 10-footer falls, it is once again a 5-point game at 32-27. Wasting no time, Luna fighting for the layup and missed, but fouled on her way there. It'll be the second team foul for Bluefield in the second quarter. And it will be on Hannah Preservati, her first violation of the night. Stops the clock at 4:38. Before we go into halftime here, once again, there's a men's game right after this, so be sure to stay tuned on the Rams Digital Sports Network. As we go back to this game, 33-27 after the first free throw falls for Deandra Luna. Luna threads the ball, follows through with the right hand, and scores. 34-27. Rams led by 7 in this one and now trail by 7. 4:30 remaining as Preservati shuffles down the right side of the paint, swings out wide to Bellinier. Bounce pass top of the key. Goodlett arcs a 3. Misses. Going under the basket, tipped into the hands of Luna. Bryan moving fast. Outlet on the other end for Kenesha Love. Tipped in the air by Danae Cox and taken on a steal by Hannah Preservati. 4:15 remaining. Chest pass on the right side over to Danae Cox. Bounce top of the key for the sophomore Emily Hart. Well, Bluefield still trailing by 7. Good pass, Bellinier steps into a 2 and sinks it. Well, Bellinier was actually open for 3, but instead made it right around a 17-footer. Makes it 34-29. Luna, overhead pass over to Ludy down the right baseline. Pivots and finds an open Kenesha Love. Easy layup right in front of the basket. Bluefield fell asleep in the paint as now it is 36-29. Well, now with about 3:30 left to go in the first half. Bluefield still trading haymakers with Bryan College. Feed on the right wing over to Adrian Goodlett. Chest pass, Hart. Now an open lane. Pops a shot and makes it from 5 feet with a kiss off the glass. 36-31. Rams down by just 5. Need that defensive stop, though. And Bryan has just been so fast on the offensive end that Bluefield has not been able to keep up. Adjustments might need to be made in the locker room at halftime. Carly Combs at the top of the key. Passes on the left side to Shayla Ludy. Now 10 to shoot. Ludy. Bounce pass left side over to Allison. Crossover dribble spins out to Ludy. Left corner. 5 to shoot. Ludy. Cross court lob to Kanisha Love. Bounced into the dirt by Kiara Bellinier. 3 at the buzzer. No rim, and Carly Combs couldn't save Bryan from a shot clock violation. 36-31, 2:48 remaining first half. That was probably the best Rams defensive possession of the game. Now Autumn Hash into the game, as well as Haley Turman. That sends Emily Hart and Kiara Bellinier to the bench. 36-31, 2:43 remaining in this first half. Rams trail by just 5. They've hit 4 3-pointers in this game. And from a variety of players, Danae Cox, Autumn Hash, Hannah Preservati. Bounce in to Haley Turman, just kicked out of bounds by Tanisha Allison. 15 to shoot for Bluefield and a flat 2:30 remaining. Rams looking for a chance here. Here's Tiana Crockett. Zips out top of the key to Hannah Preservati. One of the primary scorers for Bluefield. Has to get it done tonight. Crockett feeds Preservati. Angles on the right side. Starts to look at the basket. Spins in the lane. Her pass tipped in the air and picked away by Ludy. Ludy going one-on-one towards the basket. Down the left side. Misses the layup too hard and rebounded by Danae Cox. Bluefield with another chance to break here. 36-31. 2:07 left to go in the first half. Cox zigzags her way. Passes left baseline. Autumn Hash swishes from the left side from 10 feet. Timeout Bluefield, and the Rams are down by just 3. 36-33 with the clock stopped at 2 minutes. Welcome back to the Dome, everyone. Rams have now cut it down to a 3-point game. 36-33. Bryan with possession as Tristan McKellen, the points leader for Bryan College, takes the ball across. Here's Amber Levi with the ball over her head. Passes right side over to Kanisha Allison. Chest pass Ludy. Left wing. Arcs a tray and nails the triple. Back to a 6-point deficit at 39-33. Minute 38 remaining here in the first half. Bluefield needs those defensive stops to come more than just every once in a while if they want to beat a team like Bryan College. Danae Cox spins into a layup and hacked hard as she went up for 2 points on the right block. So now the redshirt junior, a transfer from Showan University, will go to the charity stripe. Take a look at the points scored here. Danae Cox with 9 points, trying to make it 10, as she does. Into double figures, she goes to make it 39-34. On the other end, Tristan McKellen with 8 points, and Amber Levi has not 7 for Bryan. Danae Cox shoots and scores on the second of her 2 free throws. So now 39-35, the lead cut down to 4 with a minute 20 remaining in the first half. Tristan McKellen with a hard zip in the left wing to Carly Combs. Now back to Amber Levi from the left elbow. Spins in towards the basket. Shoots with the right arm. Misses. Tipped in the air. Offensive board, Tanisha Allison. Feeds back out on to the left wing for Carly Combs, and a pass down to Shayla Ludy. Another layup for Bryan. Missed and tipped out of bounds off the hands of Allison. So a couple of easy shots for Bryan. Failed to get them through the hoop, though, as it is now 39-35 with a flat minute remaining in the first half. Hannah Preservati jogging across midcourt, trying to cut this down to a 1-possession game. Emily Hart shuffles in the lane. Overhead pass to Tiana Crockett, a hard head fake, and a chest pass over to Hannah Preservati. Lob down low to Emily Hart as she is fouled hard on her shot. Didn't sink it though, but she will go to the line to shoot two to try to make this 39-37. So Tanisha Allison, her first foul and a team third with 46.5 seconds remaining in the first half. Nothing but net on the first free throw for Emily Hart. Now 39-36. Buzzer sounds and Tanisha Allison taken out, bringing Kenesha Love back in. Adrian Goodland also cycling with Tiana Crockett. Referee bounces it back to Emily Hart. Follows with the right hand and bullets the free throw in. 39-37, 45 seconds remaining before halftime. Here comes Tristan McKellen jogging across that Rams logo at midcourt. The scrappy guard picks up her dribble and passes it over to Amber Levi. Bryan setting up a whole new offense. Here's Shayla Ludi. Head fake, passes out to Combs, launches a three and makes it off of another line drive three for the freshman. Now it's 42-37. Shot clock off, 20 seconds remain, first half. Hannah Preservati spins with the ball near the top of the key and corrals it after almost losing her dribble. Head fake, Emily Hart picks up her dribble. Chest pass, top of the key, Danae Cox. 8 seconds to shoot. Cox steps back, feeds Hart. Free throw line. Pass on the right side for Autumn Hash. Mid-range jumper misses from the baseline, and a rebound for Amber Levi. No shot for Tristan McKellen, and that will be the score as we head to the locker room. 42-37. Bryan, the number one team in the AAC. Bluefield hanging tough, just down by 5 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. At halftime, Rams trail 42-37 to the number 24 ranked Bryan College Lions here in the Dome, but still a good game for Bluefield, just trailing by 5 against a team that beat them by 12 back in November. Rams looking for a chance to try to get some revenge with that. For Bluefield, threes are starting to fall. They are 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. 11 points for Danae Cox, 8 points for Emily Hart. And then Hannah Preservati hitting 1 3. That's just her only points of the game. But Autumn Hash also hitting a triple, and this one has 7 points to go with 1 rebound. Danae Cox also with 4 rebounds. On the other end of the floor, nobody in double figures yet for Bryan, but Carly Combs with 9 points. Behind her, Tristan McKellen, the point guard coming off of the bench, has 8. And then looks like Amber Levi also has notched 7 points. Bryan has led by 7 in this game. So has Bluefield. The score has been tied twice and the lead changed 1 time. The Rams trying to fight back here in this one. Bryan College, a tough team, but Bluefield looking a little bit more confident offensively, trying to get some momentum rolling, especially as the third quarter starts. 42-37, Bryan College on top of Bluefield as we are just about 3.5 minutes away from the start of the third quarter here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Just about ready to start the third quarter. Rams trail by 5. It is 42-37. Here on the Rams Digital Sports Network inside a pretty packed dome here in this AAC matchup, a crucial one at that, as Preservati takes the ball across midcourt, and we are underway here in the Dome. Bluefield trailing by just 5 points. They hit 3 threes to start out the first quarter, but none in the second. Bellineer feeds down low to Autumn Hash, and the pass tipped up by Kanisha Love and snatched out of the air by the point guard Luna. Luna shuffling down in the left side, almost popped a shot, but instead a cross-court zip to Carly Combs. Well, Bluefield has to hold down Combs, but here's Levi spinning towards a layup and gets it off the glass to start out. 44-37 now. It is a 7-point deficit Bluefield has to come back from. Preservati with a head fake, parallel movement down the right wing. And back up top to Danae Cox. Chest pass, Emily Hart steps into a 2, misses. Rebound Luna right in front of the basket. Bluefield with chances, but now looks like Bryan still playing fast. Combe launches a 3, misses from the left corner, and a rebound bounced into the hands of Danae Cox. Oh, Cox the 2, but still taking the ball up as the 1 for the Rams. Going straight coast to coast, missed the layup as she's rejected by the rim. Kanisha Love with a rebound and a pass up to Deandra Luna. Head fake at the free throw line. Pass to an open Carly Combs as she missed the left wing 3. Hannah Preservati going 2-on-3. Feeds over to Emily Hart. Now Bluefield with no numbers trying to reset. Rams, you saw this happen in that Monterey game. They lose their offensive confidence, and that's something that they definitely need against Bryan. Emily Hart in the right elbow, puts it on the deck and zips back top of the key. Danae Cox feeds off the pick and roll to Emily Hart. Pops from the right elbow, bouncing around and falling through the 10. Well, they got a break there as the rim helped Bluefield. 44-39, the lead back down to 5 for Bryan College. Here's Luna, not really the scoring point guard as Tristan McKellen comes off the bench to do just that. Tanisha Allison with a Euro step and rejected by the underside of the window. Rebound for Bluefield. Cox feeds into Preservati. One arm pass to Bellineer. Left arm shot no good as the ball bounces off of the baseline jumper and tips off of the hands of Amber Levi. Bluefield with another chance and a fresh shot clock. 7:57 remaining in the third quarter. Preservati just chucks it way up in the air for Danae Cox to get it. Off the head fake, feeds over to Hart. Back out to Preservati. Another pump fake move. Bluefield hoping for a 3. Instead, Emily Hart misses from the left wing. Follows her shot on the board. Outlets over to Preservati. Her 3. Air ball on the right end. And it will go back to Bryan College. That's a rare air ball for Hannah Preservati. Normally a player that has some pretty on-target triples, but that one did not get any rim. 44-39, Combs feeds top of the key to Love and back out to Deandra Luna. 7.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter as Love started to scurry down the baseline. Luna with a chance on the layup as she's hacked by Bellineer for the first foul of the second half. So now Luna will go to the free throw line again. That's Lanier's second foul, team first. So Luna looking at the rim, makes the first free throw to make it now 45-39. So for Luna, she is already 3 of 3 from the stripe. Make it 4 of 4 as the other one tickles the twine. Makes it 46-39, 7-point lead, 7:20 remaining. In the third quarter, as Emily Hart tries to get it back over for Bluefield. Preservati with a chest pass to Danae Cox. Hard fake. Steps inside the perimeter and draws a foul off of Amber Levi. Good play right there for Danae Cox, still trying to be aggressive. You saw even when she missed that layup, she still has a lot of confidence to really step her way into the lane and try to split this Bryan defense. Pass into Hannah Preservati near midcourt. Bryan going with a man-to-man, or rather a zone here. Preservati with a Euro step, and she walked. It's not a good couple of minutes for Hannah Preservati after the airball 3. And now, even after the Amber Levi timeout, Bluefield can't capitalize on the mistake as Bryan gets the ball back, up by 7, 46-39. Long lob in the left wing for Carly Combs. Just a tip pass back to Tanisha Allison. Allison wasn't ready, but Kanisha Love picked up the pieces. So Luna starts a new offensive possession for Bryan. 14 to shoot. Combs steps into a left elbow 2 and sinks the long jumper. 48-39. Largest lead of the game for Bryan, up on top of Bluefield by 9 points. Danae Cox feeds over to Bellineer in the near corner. Rams eerily quiet here in the Dome. Preservati feeds Emily Hart. Head fake, storming into the lane, picks it back up and returns Preservati right corner. Now Preservati feeds over to Emily Hart. Right baseline jumper, switch. Well, the mid-range is starting to fall for Emily Hart. The guard now has 12 points for Bluefield. Here's Luna. She steps back and just lobs it over to Levi. Now her kick down low. Missed on the shot by Tanisha Love, and Love draped over the back of Danae Cox on the effort. Add insult to injury, you missed the shot, and now she picks up her first foul, a team second. Now the Rams trail by just 7, 6:05 remaining in the third quarter. You can still tell Bluefield hasn't given up in this one. Bryan College, a very talented team, but the Rams are getting their chances. Presavani in the right wing, and overhead pass Bellanier. Underhands it right back to Emily Hart. Euro step, left-handed layup, no good. Bellanier fouled on the rebound as she went up for 2. So now Bluefield will have a couple of shots from the Verona native. Going up to the line again. Corey Mullins talking it over with his team. They're still finding the open shots, the mid-range jumpers from Emily Hart, as Bellanier airballs the first free throw. And you saw her airball a couple of free throws a couple of games ago in the win against Truett McConnell. Down the stretch, Bluefield needed to hit free throws, so McConnell got a little too close for comfort. Second chance for Bellanier, this time front rim rebound, Hannah Presavati though, and gets her help back with Danae Cox near that NAIA logo. Danae Cox zigzags in the lane and hacked as she went up for the layup on the left block by Allison. So now a little bit better of a free throw shooter for Bluefield going to the line, and Danae Cox, who already has 11 points. And that's 2 players in double figures for the Rams, with Emily Hart with 12 and now Danae Cox trying to tie that. Follows with the right hand and scores. Make it 48-42. Buzzer sounds as Leon Skarberg will get into the game for the first time, the freshman from Johnson City. Danae Cox attempts to make it a 5-point game. Sinks the second free throw and does just that. Adrian Goodlett will replace the forward Autumn Hash. Now both players with the opportunity to really get open in the right corner and trying to sink the long triple. 5:40 remaining in the third quarter. Luna tasked to take the ball over as she zips it across the timeline. Pass down low to Carly Combs, has no lane. Shayla Luty back into the game as well for Bryan. Now pass over on the right side. Lob down low to Skarberg, and Carabelle Lanier draped over the back of the center. It will be her third foul and a team second in the third quarter. Donna Crockett into the game. Emily Hart taking off. And Hart just needed a breather. Still looking for those open shots. Third foul for Kiara Bellanier. Certainly don't need to get her in foul trouble. Lob top of the key over to Luna with 5:20 remaining in the third quarter. Luna steps near the mid-elbow. Kicks a long lob out to Skarberg, and Goodlett forced to tie up. It will stay with Bryan, though. 5:12. The clock stops. 48-43. Well, it's the third quarter. The Rams have kept this down to really a 2-possession game. Inbounds passes. Luna just has a Hail Mary pass near midcourt for Luty to pick it down. Zigzagging down the right baseline under the basket. Swings out left, and the pass caught by Sarah Kane, but stolen away. Here comes Presavati. Lobs into Goodlett. Stumbles as she caught the ball. Tied up under the hoop. Gets back up to try to go up on defense. Here comes Luna. Steps in the lane and fouled. That's something that really Goodlett has to work on the other end of the floor. On breakaway plays, we have seen her just let the moment get ahead of her, especially in that game a couple of weeks ago against Tennessee Wesleyan, just nearly dribbled the ball out of bounds. Meanwhile, the first shot falls for Deandra Luna to remain perfect at the stripe to make it 49-43. Tristan McClellan back in the game. 49-43, the second shot, and Luna, perfect 6 of 6 from the charity stripe. 50-43, the lead back to 7 for Bryan College. Everybody walking with the ball across midcourt. Bluefield just staying stagnant right now in this offensive possession and now breaking away as Danae Cox corrals the ball on the right wing. Still meandering her way into the lane. Her pass in the left corner, too far out for Kiara Bellanier to haul it in, and a turnover. 4:34 remaining now in the third quarter, as now the shot clock has yet to be start, and we will have to resume. We were on a good roll with that. Hasn't happened in a couple of weeks, and now the shot clock will be reset to 30. And a new chance here, a bounce pass into Luna. 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. The Rams trailing by 7 here at the Dome. Bryan College 12-2 in the conference as Luna scurries down the left side of the baseline. Misses the shot. Now Kane hauls it in. Pops it out to McClellan and banks in a 10-footer on the left side of the paint. 51-43. The Rams trail by 8. The largest lead of the game was Bryan at 9. Bluefield is also led by 7 in this one. Preservati from the right wing. Pump fake, underhands Cox. 3 from the corner. Yes. 52-46. Now on the other end, it's now 51-46 rather, as the layup falls for McClellan to make it 53-46. Here's Hannah Preservati, underhands Danae Cox. Now Cox trying to get red hot, launches another triple. She hit it again. Timeout called by Corey Mullins. It is now a 4-point game as Danae Cox hits the past 2 threes for Bluefield. Rams still in at 3:34 remaining third quarter. We return on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Rams trail by 5 as they got the score right, as I was right when I first said it, but they didn't corral that point. So it's 54-49 on the other end. Score is now 56-49 as the layup falls for Deandra Luna. Now they counted the basket for Bluefield on that side. Not sure what's going on. It is 56-49. Now bounce down low. Bell Lanier's pass tipped in the air as she was trying to kick it out to Adrian Goodlett in the right corner. Buzzer sounds. Autumn Hash returning into the game. It is a 7-point contest. Danae Cox now has 19 points, one of 2 Rams in double figures, as Emily Hart also has scored 12. Preservati with help. Chest pass into Autumn Hash and underhands it right back to her point guard. Meandering around the top of the key, feeds Danae Cox with a hard head fake. Steps back out right wing, feeds over to Autumn Hash, her long 2, missed, but Adrian Goodlett fought hard for the rebound and absolutely was drilled as she went down to the hard court. So that'll now be the 5th foul on Bryan College, so it'll be a pair of 3 free throws for Adrian Goodlett, and that's the 3rd foul for Sarah Kane. Now Goodlett will take a couple of free throws with nobody down to help her on the rebound. First shot, yes. Bluefield now with 50 points in this one, 56-50. Coming back in, Amber Levi, as Goodlett tries to complete perfection from the free throw line. Shoots, misses the second one as it bounces towards the right side, right in front of Bluefield's bench, and it's rebounded by Amber Levi. 56-50, 2:43 remaining. Quick zip out to McClellan, stepping in the paint. Bounce pass down low to Levi. Head fake and the kiss off the glass balls. Lead back to 8 for Bryan College. When they score fast. And McClellan, a player that really can find the open players. Danae Cox, meanwhile, the pass right off of the hip of Autumn Hash. She wasn't ready for it. 58-50, 2:25 remaining third quarter. Going across midcourt, Luna and her team with all the confidence in the world. They have led this game by as much as 9, and now they are on top of Bluefield by 8. McClellan underhands over, and the shot missed, but fouled by, it looks like Autumn Hash, but Leanne Scharberg will go to the line. So Autumn Hash, team 4th foul with 2:11, her 2nd foul. Is Scharberg, the freshman from Johnson City, Tennessee. Couple of hard bounces, threads the ball through her hand, shoots, and scores to make it a 9-point game. Starting to see the Rams get a little bit frustrated. Danae Cox, especially after that pass went off of her forward's hip. Scharberg eyeing the rim, shoots. This one missed, bouncing on the left side into the hands of Adrian Goodlet with a hip-high dribble. Here comes Hannah Preservati zigging into the lane. Her pass picked away by McClellan on a fast break. Right side of the basket, and she scores as she scoops the right hand. 11-point lead, 61-50 with 1:54 remaining. Rams have already let Bryan score 61 points, and if you're Corey Mullins, that's really your worst nightmare because this is a team that likes to hold teams right around under 55 points. Lob in the left block for Autumn Hash, tries to kick it up with the left hand, can't make it off the glass. As Shayla Ludy runs the offense for Bryan and underhands it right back to Tristan McClellan. Hard chest pass across court onto the left wing for Ludy and feeds it deeper in the left wing for Levi. Down low to Scharberg, has no shot, feeds top of the key to Luna. Arcs a three and misses on the back iron. Still 61-50. Bryan on top of Bluefield as Crockett, the freshman, finds Preservati. Eyeing the rim, storms down the right baseline, swings out Goodlet. Her three, too hard, into the hands of Ludy on the rebound. Well, Autumn Hash didn't really try to jump for that one as Bluefield a little bit gassed now with the speed of Bryan. Lions on top of the Rams, 61-50, trying to make it 7 wins in a row as Bluefield is in danger of losing their 3rd straight contest. Working around the arc as Levi passes over to McClellan, feeds back to Levi, and the forward hit another 3. 10 points for Amber Levi, and the lead is now 14. 64-50, 40 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Bluefield just starting to let this one get away from them. Crockett with a head fake, passes right corner, Adrian Goodlet. Bounce down low to Autumn Hash, and she powers it in off the left block. 64-52, a 12-point lead for Bryan, and that was a dangerous pass for Adrian Goodlet. Somehow snuck it in there to Autumn Hash. Shot clock is off, 14 seconds remaining in the period. Levi at the top of the key, pressured by Adrian Goodlet. Hard lob down low, Scharberg absolutely annihilated on a block by Autumn Hash. And now with 8.7 seconds left, looks like Jason Smith, the head coach of Bryan, will bring in a couple of new players, including Emmy Allen, the sophomore from Brentwood, Tennessee. Carly Combs also back in the game. McClellan to inbounds, Emily Hart dancing in front of her. Bounce to Scharberg, now top of the key, over to Ludy, 5 seconds left. Ludy into the lane, Euro step, and fouled. That'll be the team's 5th foul on Bluefield, so it'll be 2 shots with 2.9 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, and Bryan already leading by 12. So here's Ludy, always coming off of the bench. She sinks her first free throw to make it once again a 13-point game. Buzzer sounds, Kenesha Love back in. Carly Combs goes off of the block, and she will go down towards midcourt. Ludy looks like she'll only have 1 rebounder to work with here with 2.9 seconds before we head into the 4th quarter. Ludy shoots and misses the second free throw. Here's Huggins from midcourt, shoots at the buzzer, nowhere close, and the Rams will go into the final period of play trailing by 13, 65-52. What a quarter it was for Bryan, but the Rams trying to come back with 10 minutes left in this one at the Dome. Into the 4th quarter, 65-52. Bryan has 4 players with double figures in this game, both with 14, Tristan McClellan, as well as Amber Levi. Here comes Bluefield, though. Huggins, as the Rams go left to right, looking for a way to come back in this one. Corey Mullins to simply put it on the bench. You guys aren't playing as hard as you were in the first half. Huggins going down the left side of the paint, scoops with a hand and scores off the glass. Good way to start out the period, as now the Rams trail by just 11. 65-54, Tristan McClellan. Her speed has been tough for Bluefield to match as she veers towards the left side of the basket. Back out to Ludi. Her three, yes! From the right wing, the triple falls, and it's now 68-54. So the lead right back to 14. Bluefield hoping that maybe Huggins can get something done that Preservati wasn't able to. Off the pick and roll, feeds to Hart. Hurt pass over to Autumn Hash, tipped, but Hash hauled it in. Cross-court lob over to Crockett, almost lost it, and now Bluefield has just 11 to shoot. Hart with a walk towards the free throw line, and another turnover that will give the Lions the ball back. We're in the fourth quarter now. Rams trailing by 14. They led in the first quarter by 7. That was such a long time ago as Bryan came to their wits and picked up that tough offensive play. Hard lob down to Combs. She's blocked by Autumn Hash as the freshman had too much confidence going towards the rim. Autumn Hash with another big block, but Bluefield really needs another stop now. Shot clock now at 17. McClellan trying to jump the ball through. Her inbounds pass picked away by Kira Bellanier, who feeds it back to Huggins. Now Huggins, a player that is a senior out of Newport News, Virginia, trying to come back in this game. Passes over to Bellanier, skates down the baseline, goes up for two, and misses the layup, but she's fouled. So the senior goes back to the charity stripe. She's 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Bluefield as a team is 9 of 12 from the charity stripe in this game. And now on the other side for Bryan, they've also missed 3, but they've hit 14 free throws. Bellanier airballed her first free throw of the game, and this time she misses off the front rim. 68-54, buzzer sounds. And Kenesha Love comes off the floor to bring back in Tanisha Allison. Rams send only one rebounder on the right side of the paint. Bellanier arcs, and this time the ball bounces on the front of the rim, but falls through the net. 68-55. Danae Cox re-enters the game. Crockett taken off. So now the redshirt junior back in to the contest with 19 points. She is 3 of 4 from beyond the arc and 6 of 7 from the field. So a good night for Danae Cox. On the left side, here's Tristan McClellan. Her pass almost poked away, but still picked up by Allen. On the right wing, 8:20 remaining in the game. McClellan back with it on the left side. Storms and underhands it over to Ludi. Kick down low to Allen. Her pass stolen by Danae Cox and finally corralled by Shekinah Huggins. Once again, the shot clock was never reset. Here comes Danae Cox, and Bluefield got to get that clock right because that could have stopped an open Rams look. On the right side of the block, we are going to try to find out how much time was elapsed off of the shot clock here. 8:03 remaining in the game. And now they're going to just say that 4 seconds were taken off of the shot clock. So 26 seconds remain. Huggins from the right side of the basket feeds into Autumn. Hash went off of her chest, and the ball went out of bounds. Hash did not even try to fight for that one back, and Corey Mullins quickly snatches her out of the game. Haley Turman back in, 8:01 remaining. As Amber Levi, one of those players with 14 points, comes back in. Yadra Luna also with 12, as it looks like Shayla Ludi has wrapped up 12 points as well. Taking the ball up, Tristan McClellan, 68-55, 7:50 remaining in the game. McClellan with a chest pass to Amber Levi. Combs going down the left baseline, picks up her dribble and feeds out to Ludi in the corner. Hard, knocked down low. McClellan with the shot, missed but fouled on the layup opportunity. So now the freshman goes back to the line, or rather the sophomore from Byrdstown, Tennessee. And she will shoot 2. Last game against Bluefield, the sophomore went scoreless. This time not so much as she tickles the twine on the first free throw to make it 69-55. McClellan follows with a right hand and scores. Rams trail now by 14, or rather by 15, 70-55. 7:37 remaining. Danae Cox steps back near the right wing, goes down the paint, chest pass, Turman, long two from the corner, missed, tipped in the air, rebound, still fighting for it. Carly Combs finally won the battle as Bryan College goes right to left. Cross-court lob, Amber Levi launches a three, right wing, yes, 73-55. Really, Bryan might have it in the bag here, up by 18 with a little over 7 minutes to play. Emily Hart feeds over to Shekinah Huggins, going down the lane, had nowhere to go and spun it back over to Danae Cox. Cox may be the only chance for Bluefield as she's trying to get up to 20 points. Zips it over to Bell Lanier, 10 to shoot, back up to Cox. Hard head fake, pass in the left wing for Huggins. Now 5 seconds, Huggins pops from three. Front rim miss. Emily Hart with the offensive board, though, as she goes back into the paint. Bounce pass top of the key to Bell Lanier. She underhands it back to the point guard to restart. Rams have to try to come back fast, down by 18 with 6:40 remaining. Danae Cox charging inside the perimeter, back out to Huggins with 12 to shoot. Pass on the left side over to Bell Lanier. Lobs up top of the key. Pass stolen by Shayla Ludi. Ludi challenging Danae Cox on the right block. Missed the layup. Putback doesn't fall. Rebound under by Combs. Also can't go. Amber Levi with another offensive board. And now Bryan will start out a brand new offensive possession. McClellan feeds Ludi. Right corner three. Misses on the right wing. And the ball bounces out of bounds. Clock has now halted at 6:07. Hannah Preservati re-enters the game for Huggins. And now it looks like Bluefield will have Preservati, Bell Lanier, Haley Turman, Danae Cox, and Emily Hart to try to come back in this one. Pretty hard for Bluefield with a flat 6 minutes left, 73-55. Turman with an overhead pass to Danae Cox. Knee-high dribble, underhands it right back to the forward, and a feedback to the shooting guard. Danae Cox on the left wing. Pass out to Bell Lanier. Steps near the free throw line. Her 17-footer rattles away. Just unlucky there. Rebound for Luna for Bryan College. Going back at the other end, right to left. Bryan in those black jerseys looking for their 7th straight win. Off the screen, Luna underhands to Levi. Skates down the baseline and bounces back to her point guard. 5.5 minutes now as Bryan will try to milk it, but before that, Hannah Preservati with a steal, going straight coast to coast with a fast break layup. That's exactly what Bluefield needs, 73-57, if they're trying to come back in this game. Still a 16-point lead for Bryan. That 18-point lead, the largest of the contest. As McClellan underhands to Ludi and pops top of the key to Levi. Feedback down low to Ludi, and she knocks it in off the left side of the glass. Back up to an 18-point lead, now 75-57. 4:58 remaining in the game as Bluefield is really down to their last rights here. Danae Cox feeds over to Haley Turman, powering down the left baseline, and a foul called on Turman. Draw charge by Tanisha Allison. That's just the first foul. Kendall Cloninger into the game as Kara Bell Lanier is taken off. Second foul on Haley Turman. Clock is now stopped at 4:49. Going back down the middle of the floor, here's Luna. Bryan with absolute command of this game since the second quarter, and really since the third, where they really were able to outscore Bluefield by 8, 23-15. As the layup is missed, but Amber Levi fouled in the process, and she will go back to the line. Her team up 75-57, and now Bluefield goes on the road this weekend against Brunel, a team they beat back in December. But still a tough contest, have to go down to Georgia. Brunel an all-women's school. Amber Levi swirls the first free throw around the cup and misses on the left end. Back to Amber Levi. It's just kind of frustrating for Bluefield after coming out lightning fast in the first period as Levi hits the second free throw to make it 76-57, largest lead of the game. And then just kind of cooled off for the rest of the game. Bryan took advantage of that and got hot on their own. Here's Preservati near the top of the arc, veers off of the screen, off the pick and roll, has nobody to go to, but instead pops it from 17 feet from the right elbow. Timeout called by Corey Mullins. Bluefield down 76-59 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Crunch time now, 4:16 remaining in this game, 76-59, a 17-point lead for Bryan. Outlet on the other end to McClellan, and an underarm pass back top of the key to Deandra Luna. Bryan has dominated the game, but now Bluefield forcing another turnover. That is the 11th turnover of the game for Bryan, but Bluefield with 19 of their own. That's really the big difference as Danae Cox splits the defense and lobs out over to Kendall Cloninger. Arcs a three from the right corner, and she sank it. 76-61 now. They only call it a 2 as Bluefield trails by 15. Her foot was on the line with 3:40 remaining. Now Hannah Preservati trying to pick that ball away. Bluefield, if they have any chance, they have to force more turnovers and really go flawless on the other end of the floor. McClellan with 10 to shoot, has the ball over her head, pump fakes and feeds Ludi. Steps into a triple, front corner miss, no good as Kendall Cloninger pulled down the rebound. Bluefield trying to move fast as Emily Hart starts to storm into the right wing. Zigzags in the perimeter, and her pass out to Hannah Preservati loose, but the point guard hauled it in. Now back over to Emily Hart. Kicks it down low. Instead, it's popped back to her, and she passed over to Danae Cox, and the shooting guard just let it go off of her hands. That stops the clock at 3:06, and Bluefield with 3 fouls. They can't really force Bryan to get them to the stripe. Back top of the key, Amber Levi underhands over to Tristan McClellan. Bryan, as we saw in that first half, had so much speed on the offensive end, but now it looks like they are just trying to slow it down. McClellan with a head fake into the paint, passes top of the key over to Allison. Starts to step into the right wing with 9 to shoot. Top of the key once again to Levi. Has that left knee out as McClellan storms down the lane. Underhands to Allison, pops from 5 and misses as the shot clock was about to expire. Emily Hart taking the ball across midcourt, 2.5 minutes remaining, 76-51 as Danae Cox hits another 3. That's her 4th triple of the game, and now Bluefield is down by 12. Here comes Ludi down the other end. Euro step, layup missed, rebound Cloninger. Now it looks like Bryan is getting ugly here, but is it too late for Bluefield to storm back in this one? Meanwhile, for Danae Cox, she has 22 points. Cloninger with a head fake in the right corner, feeds over to Danae Cox, the hot hand for the Rams. 2 minutes remaining. Hannah Preservati spins towards the paint, swings out Turman. Corner jumper, got it. Mid-range hits as the Rams cut it down to a 10-point game. 76-66. Only a minute 44 remaining, though. Rams need stops, and they need them fast. Luna gallivanting in the perimeter, backs out in a double team, bounce past Ludi. Now down the lane, floater, no good. Rebound Emily Hart. Rams trying to cut it down now to a one-digit deficit. Haley Turman fouled on her way to the basket. Oh, more fans starting to get here for the men's game, but a good time for Bluefield to start getting back. 76-66, Rams trail by just 10. And Haley Turman will go to the line for the first time tonight. Well, she plunks the first free throw off and just misses. Carly Combs back into the game. Shayla Ludi taken off. And a bounce into Haley Turman, trying to cut it down to a 9-point game. Second shot. Well, she missed both free throws, but a rebound corralled on the left block by Kendall Cloninger. Preservati with a head fake on the left wing. Kicks top of the key to Danae Cox. Rams need a 3 as Emily Hart steps into a long 2 from the top of the key. She hit it. Now an 8-point game, but a minute 11 ready to go in this game. Bluefield on defense now. 76-68, a minute 5 left as Deandra Luna at the top of the key. Passes over to Carly Combs. 1 minute remaining. Tristan McClellan fouled, and that will just be the 4th foul on Bluefield. So the second one will give Bryan a chance at the free throw line. Hannah Preservati, that's her 2nd. Like we said, team 4th. Pass into Luna. Shot clock and game clock still a factor. Preservati has to immediately foul on Luna, the best free throw shooter tonight. We have not seen her miss. Luna 6 of 6 from the line. Interestingly enough, also on the floor, Carly Combs is 30 of 30 on the season. She has not missed a free throw. And Luna will stay perfect to make it a 9-point game. Checking in for Bryan, it'll be Kenesha Love. Second shot falls, and it's once again a 10-point game. 78-68 the score, 47 seconds remaining. Preservati's trying to split through the double team, and instead she's fouled. Looks like Kenesha Love tripped her up. So that's just the third foul on Bryan, and it's the second for Kenesha Love. Preservati way up in the air to Danae Cox on the left wing. Off the screen, storms into the lane. Euro step, scoops with a right hand, misses the layup. Rebound for McClellan. 35 seconds left to go, and Bluefield doesn't look like they're going to try to foul just yet, but Preservati picks the ball away. Sliding for the loose ball, picked up by McClellan, and now the Rams will foul with 27.9 seconds remaining. Timeout Bryan, rather. And it looked like they wanted to try to call a foul, but instead it will be a timeout for Jason Smith to halt the game at 27.9 seconds. And Corey Mullins still talking with the officials about this one. Still for the Rams, not their worst game from the field. They actually shot better than Bryan did from the field at 50%. Bryan with 44% from the field. And now the officials giving Corey Mullins a warning. 78-68, and the frustration building up for the head coach as well. But the turnovers are really what killed Bluefield today. 20 turnovers for the Rams and 11 for the Lions. Timeout call. We're going to take a break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. 78-68, under a minute left to go. Now going in an outlet down the floor with 28.9 seconds left. It went out of bounds, so Bluefield got it back. Bryan just wanted to try to milk it down the floor. Not sure why they did that, but the Rams still down by 10 with under 30 seconds remaining. And as the ball was not touched, Bluefield will get an inbounds pass right near the basket. Sandra Preservati will set up on the left end. Slaps the ball, getting ready for the offense. Passes in the corner to Emily Hart. Immediate three, back iron miss, tipped out of bounds. Kendall Cloninger trying to chase it, and it will stay with the Rams with 23.5 seconds remaining. So if anything, the Rams really fought back in the final minutes, and we've seen that in the past couple of games, but just too late. Emily Hart looking to pass it in, lobs it in to Hannah Preservati. Now at the top of the key with 20 seconds, spinning in the paint. Looking for some help. Finds Emily Hart, head fake, and she walked as she entered the perimeter. And that will stop this game likely. 15.8 seconds remaining, and the turnovers just piled up for the Rams. A timeout called for Jason Smith and Bryan. Not 100% sure why he would call a timeout there, but for Bluefield, that will knock them down to 10-10 after losing 3 games in a row and now a losing record in the AAC at 7-8. Bryan now 16-5 and 10-3, still atop of the AAC and would still be ranked in the NAIA. Still a tough game for Bluefield. They'll go down this weekend on a road trip to Bernal. They also have to play against Allen again, a team they lost to by 1 point back on November 30th. So a tough stretch for Corey Mullins, but really not the make-it-break-it part of the season. But really at the end of January, they have to start to really win a lot more games moving into February. Timeout called by Bryan. That's a team in command. Going to be 13-2 in the conference. Buzzer sounds, and we're ready to go. An inbounds pass into Luna. She's fouled. The Rams not giving up yet with 14.5 seconds remaining. Hannah Preservati with her 4th foul. So a double bonus for Luna. Men's game coming up right after this. Bluefield trying to make it 3 in a row on the men's end as Luna stays perfect at the line. Makes the game an 11-point contest at 79-68. Richard Morgan and the Rams coming into this one at 10-9 and 7-7 in the AAC. Second free throw is good, 80-68. The ball rolling towards midcourt with 14 seconds left. Preservati kicks out over to Danae Cox, steps back, and now toes down the baseline. Euro step, no good on the layup. Found her own rebound, feeds to Turman. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Preservati, puts it on the deck. Another missed shot. Rebound for Allison, and that will be it. 80-68. Bryan College now winners of 7 in a row, and Bluefield just couldn't hold on after a great first quarter. Tough game for the Rams as they have now lost 3 in a row, but they will return here against Bryan College on They will return here on February 1st against St. Andrews, and then also we will travel with them on the road on January 30th. So a final score for this game. Bluefield women lose this one 80-68, but the men's game coming up in just about 20 minutes here on the Rams Digital Sports Network.